Hey guys, Monsinkin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so part 2 is officially underway. Obviously, Global, we are still going through the World Tournament at the moment, so shout out to all of you guys out there, still grinding away, either trying to finish off the missions or going for any specific ranking or bracket, depending what you guys want to do. I feel like this one has been quite slow. I finally hit the 30 wins, like getting the 30 million points, and I've noticed that, like, whilst I'm not at a very high ranking, I haven't been dropping a huge amount. So I think a lot of people have just done the bare minimum missions and then kind of stopped. But anyway, with the World Tournament ending officially on Monday morning UK time, we will then have a bunch of new events dropping literally half an hour after the World Tournament ends. And then, of course, next week we are going to be getting just a ton of stuff in general, not just on Monday, but more Part 2 events. We should be getting the Beast and Gamma's Part 2 banners. There's still a bit of confusion as to whether that comes out on Thursday or Friday, so hopefully we will find out soon with a data download. But the purpose of this video is to go over all of the rest of the content remaining in Part 2 of the anniversary, and technically going into Part 3 as well. There's quite a lot of stones available, as you can see from the title, and I'm going to break that all down during this video. So if you do enjoy the video or find it helpful, informative, do hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around these parts. We are on the road to 30k subscribers. Big stretch goal for the end of the anniversary. I know it seems a pretty big goal at this point, but we did hit 28k only at the beginning of this week, and we're already up to like 28,100 at this point. So shout out to everybody who is new around these parts, and everyone, of course, who's been around for the long haul as well. I do appreciate all you guys. So let's go ahead and jump in and start breaking this down. So this is basically where we are in terms of currently in the anniversary on Global. I know things have been out by a few days here and there compared to JP, but we got the Broly Trio EZA and the Sub EZAs. We got the Movie Battles special event, and then obviously we did get the new stages for the free-to-play events, a couple more stages for the Supreme Magnificent Battle, the Thrilling Battle. This is the event that we're gonna get tomorrow. So we're gonna get the Blue Evolution Vegeta and Blue Kaioken Goku EZA, as well as a Burst mode. So this is going to be coming out. I will do a team building guide for this, as I always do for the EZAs. That will be out later on today, so keep an eye out for that one. Obviously, this is a LR EZA, so you get 30 stones, plus there's always a mission for beating Stage 7. So there's 33 stones coming from doing this EZA. I mean, it should go without saying, but even if you don't have this unit, always good to do these Extreme Z battles, because you get a decent number of stones, and then if you are to pull them off of a future banner, you can EZA them straight away without having to go back and do the event. So 33 more stones right there. Then we have the burst mode that's coming out first of all. So there are two burst modes during this later part of the anniversary. You can see here from the dates from when they happened on JP. The first one is going to be against the Angel Golden Frieza. I think it is the first stage, right, against the Int one, because they normally start with the earlier stages. So that will be the one that will be dropping tomorrow with the Blue Kaioken Goku and Blue Evolution Vegeta EZA. Obviously, the burst mode comes with a whole set of missions, mostly for things like the burst mode coins and then Hercule statues, but there are a few stones in here. There's also a random meat item as well, but you do get 9 stones if you do all the missions, which includes both of these for getting the certain category score ones. I always do 2 burst mode videos, getting the full 6,000 points that are required to complete all the missions, and for both of the categories as well. So keep an eye out, because those videos will be out once those burst modes come out. So then after the Frieza burst mode and the Evoken EZA, that's when we are essentially going to be waiting out the rest of the week to see when this Part 2 banners are going to drop. Now on JP, the Part 2 banners came out, which obviously is the Gammas, Beast Gohan. Beast Gohan has the banner unit Krillin and 18. I'll do a video going into those guys in more detail, as well as my recommendations for best hidden potential builds for them. That video will be up sometime this week as well. And then that came out the same day as the new stages for the Memorable Battles event. So what would be nice for Global is if they maybe dropped these couple of stages maybe a couple of days early in the middle of the week, because if the Evoken EZA and the burst mode's coming out on Monday, and then the banners aren't coming out until Friday at the latest. It's either going to be Thursday or Friday. Be kind of annoying to have no content between Monday and Friday, so maybe they could drop these in the middle of the week. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But this was the event, obviously, where we had the Broly and the Gogeta stage, where the Gogeta stage gave you unique skill orbs for Gogeta, and of course we will now be getting ones versus Gamma 1 and 2 and versus Gohan and Piccolo. And of course the missions for this, the same as the previous ones: beat the stage, beat it without items, beat it with all 5 types like AGL, Tech, in physical STR. So if you complete all the missions, you get 9 stones. You also get 1 stone for beating the stage for the first time. So 10 stones per stage, 20 stones from doing this new movie event. And of course you get the exclusive skill orbs for LR, Gamma 1 and 2, should you happen to pull them as well. So those 2 stages should be quite interesting. The Broly and Gogeta ones were a little bit of a challenge because of some of their special abilities. Not quite as difficult as the later stages of the Blue Zone, but that is of course something we will be getting as well. You can see here from we've got like the Gamma stage is 5 phases, and in phase 3 here they raise their own attack and defense on super and can super attack twice. The 4th phase has a countdown KO, like crazy powerful super, and then in the final phase they lower your attack and defense. Gohan can stun in the phase 1 of the Gohan and Piccolo one. Piccolo can seal and attack multiple times. Then Orange Piccolo can rotation lock you, heal, and raises his attack and defense on super. And then Beast Gohan raises his attack and defense on super, lowers your defense, and has a countdown KO. So definitely could be a bit of a challenge, but will certainly be interesting to take these on. So on JP, like I say, these came out the same day as the banners, so we'll see what happens in terms of the global timing. So then after the banners came out, this was almost a week later, we then get the new stages, or sorry, they're not new stages to the original event, they're the separate Extreme Z area stages. Extreme Z area stages for Beerus and Frieza. So obviously Beerus, it's a stage added to this Extreme Z area. You'll obviously get 1 stone for beating it for the first time, but you get a couple of stones for doing the missions as well for fully easy-Aing him. So it's about 7 stones for Frieza. And then the Extreme Z area, this one isn't updated, the Wicked Bloodline one. This isn't updated on the wiki, but the missions are usually the same, which is just to beat the stage a bunch of times, which is how many times you need to beat it to get the medals anyway. And it's always 2 stages, so it'll be 3 stones in total for the Frieza Easy A. So 10 stones total for doing the 2 free-to-play Easy A's. Plus, realistically, you need to do them for the missions for getting the free tickets for the 77 summon. Although I think only have to Easy A them. I don't know if you actually have to fully level them up and like put their SA up to max and stuff. But obviously you should be doing them anyway. Beerus is pretty decent. Frieza's not that great, but he's an okay free-to-play option, I guess. And then more stages to the Blue Zone, or the Ultimate Battle Spectacle, or as it's called on Supreme, was it Magnificent? I keep forgetting. Supreme Magnificent Battle. There we go. So Supreme Magnificent Battle, we just got the Trunks, Blue Evolution Vegeta and UI Goku. So we get the final 2 stages versus Blue Gogeta and then Beast Gohan. When these stages get added is finally when the ticket banner gets added, so that you can use the tickets that we've been getting for doing all the other missions. Now this one is a lot of stones on the line here because there are a whole bunch of missions. So I think in total it adds up to like 47 stones, because you get 5 stones for beating the stage for the first time as a mission, plus you also get 1 stone for beating the stage for the first time anyway, like you do with every stage in the game. So just by beating the 2 new stages, you get 12 stones. Then we've got missions: beat stage 7 with a Super Bosses team, beat stage 7 with a powerful comeback team, and then beat stage 8 with Hybrid Saiyans, beat stage 8 with Artificial Lifeforms. This was a nightmare for JP players, the Artificial Lifeforms mission against Beast Gohan, but obviously for Global, because we've had Golden Week, the Boo team is now incredibly good. Even if you didn't pull the Int Fat Boo, the fact that we've got like the Boo Tanks / Buuhan LR Easy A, the Tech Exchange Boo, Physical Kid Buu Super Easy A. So this mission will be a lot easier on Global than it was on JP. Stage 8 with all 5 extreme types, stage 8 within 12 turns, and then complete all missions. So in total that adds up to 47 stones if you're able to do all of these missions. And clearing all the stages does give the support memory for the Gamma 2 sacrifice, which is superheroes, allies, attack and defense 10% in battle. So the permanent buff to superheroes, and for 7 turns from the start of battle, key 1 for all allies whose name include Gamma. So if you are running the Gammas, LR, all the standalone ones on your superheroes team, they get extra key for the first 7 turns, which is obviously very helpful for the LR. So lots of stones available there from the new stages of the blue zone. Then there's an update to the water bottle stage. I'm actually not entirely sure what the update does. I don't know, does it add another stage, or let's double check this. It might just add more rewards. No, there's still only the one stage. I wonder if do they add more missions maybe? No. Maybe they just update the shop. I don't know. Maybe they add more stuff into the shop. Maybe more stones get added. I actually don't remember. If you remember from the anniversary on JP, let me know. So I'm not sure why that's there since we've already got it on global. Did it just drop early on global, or... Oh, maybe that is the case actually. Is it not listed? Ah, okay. So that event just dropped early on global then, as it wasn't listed anywhere here on the timeline. Okay, so this just came out early for global, so that's kind of cool. But then we have 2 more LR EZAs, which is the UI Goku and the Blue Evolution Vegeta. Of course, I will have team building guides for those up just before the events come out as well. But both of those being LR EZAs, as we already talked about for the Evo Ken one, is 33 stones each. So that's another 66 stones from these 2 EZAs coming out. And then last but not least, we also have the other burst mode. And the other burst mode is against the, as we saw on, was it here, against the Jiren. So these are the same thing as the Frieza one, 9 stones in total, plus a bunch of Hercule statues, 2 different categories. If these are all coming out at the same time, obviously the Reps of Universe 7 mission should be pretty fun considering all these EZAs we've now got. But that's another 7 stones. So totaling up everything that we've talked about from here, that adds up to 194 stones. So bear in mind with the login bonus and everything, like the fact that we're getting multiple stones per day for free anyway, this is well over 200 stones leading up to the end of the anniversary. And then the final like wild card that we need to think about is the very end of the anniversary. As we've talked about many times now, JP got Bootanks and Vegito EZA, and Global has already gotten this. Now, obviously, this would be nice to get an extra 66 stones from another 2 LR EZAs, but like, obviously, technically, Global has already gotten these stones, so whatever it gets replaced with, like, it's not like a Global Shaft, it's not like we're getting less stones if they replace it with something that gives out less stones overall, because we already got this content, right? We already got these 66 stones. But one of the theories, which I think is the one I like the most, a lot of people want to see like the Cell Max banner or something like that. I think this could be the Team Universe 7 and then Golden Frieza and 17 EZAs that have just come out on JP as part of the Tanabata celebration. And if that was the case, then obviously that would still be another 2 LR EZAs dropping in this spot, which would mean another 66 stones, which would put that total up to over 260 when you consider all of the daily login bonus stones and stuff like that. So even if these aren't going to be EZAs dropping in this spot, we're still going to be getting over 200 stones by the end of the anniversary. And of course, you know, things like the Beast Gohan banner, I imagine, since part 1 hit top grossing, I imagine the part 2 banners will probably hit top grossing as well. Part 1 we got, was it 35 stones? So you can factor in potentially another 35. There might even be more regions hitting top grossing because it's Beast, and a lot of people have been saving for part 2. And then, of course, as I've mentioned before, a lot of people were disappointed that Global got less stones than JP, I believe, for the top grossing, because obviously we didn't hit it in many regions. But a lot of the time in these celebrations, Global will kind of match what JP does through one means or another. So we could very well, towards the end of the celebration, just get one of those things where it's like, thank you for playing the anniversary, thank you for supporting the anniversary, and we just randomly get like 50 stones or something. They have done that in the past. But at the bare minimum, as I say, over 200 stones coming before the end of the anniversary. If this Vegito and Bootanks thing gets replaced with 2 EZAs, and we do get top grossing, we're looking at least 300 stones as well. So still quite a lot going on for the rest of the anniversary. Let me know what you are most looking forward to. I'm definitely looking forward to those final blue zone stages with Gogeta and Beast, and very much looking forward to the blue Kaioken and blue Evolution EZA. So let me know what you guys think, and what do you think we are going to get as the final piece of the anniversary, since we already have Bootanks and Vegito. Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.